All right, Shalom. Shalom. All right, this is your brother Uriah Shamar from the GMS Champaign, Illinois camp. And I'm with the other brethren.
Tazamat.
Malak.
Tazamat.
Brother Yaquab.
Shaga Bar.
Yaquaba.
All right, we're here to hopefully give out an edifying lesson for the elect's sake. But before all things, we're going to give all praises
Unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makapadash.
I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, salutations to the icon that's pushing this truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom. All right, brothers can grab whatever they want.
God, I think I got a precept with. All right. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh.
Mm-hmm. All right, so go ahead, Al.
Kind of the point of me bringing that, us bringing that out, all right, is to establish the order that the Lord set before us, man. The Lord set Yahweh set Yahweh Shai over us, which is the man, the Israelite man, all right, and he set us as being the Israelite man to be head over the woman, and that's the complete order that the Lord set it up. But when you look around, you don't see our women in order.
That's right.
You don't see them coming under the man. You see them following after the serpent, okay, which the serpent is Esau, Edom, all right. In even from the garden, Esau has beguiled our woman into believing, to follow after him and his philosophies, man.
That's right.
All right, that's why you look around, you see brothers, you see our women out of order.
Blonde hair.
You blonde hair and makeup, which is vain. All right, the scriptures go into the women renting our face with painting. All right, going to the club, all that. Our women are completely out of order.
All that strong, independent shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this shit is all out of order, man. When you look at our women, man, you don't see no tendering and love and caring, nurturing type of spirit they got about them, man. No, they more about don't need no man, brave, sleep with, talk to as many motherfuckers as I want to talk to. I do what the fuck I want to do. All right, but all that shit is about to change for the woman. All right, right now things are these women have liberty to move abroad, but the Lord is about to zap that shit from their ass, man. Ain't finna be no more of that.
That's right.
If I could say something, in like Atlanta, they stopping they finna stop the EBT. They stopping vouchers for public housing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that's happening low key behind the scenes, and our woman is like number one in eviction right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And they're snappy at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? They're rude. You know what I mean? They have no respect or no regard for us. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's crazy you said that our women are number one at eviction, because when you look at, they're supposed to be the number one in the country as most educated group of people. All right, so you went to Esau schools and got his doctrines and got his degrees,
Philosophy.
but hey, you ain't prospering still.
That's right.
All right, you still.
If I could say something to backtrack on what this brother said, that he said the women in Atlanta, they about to do it with the EBT and all that shit. That's because America has reached its deadline. All right, when it comes to money, when it comes to all the loans, and America has reached it. So what? Meaning they can't fund no more programs. They can't fund EBT. They can't fund what's that, housing and Section 8 and all the goodies, like the Elder Rakai say, the goodies that these women go out and search for. They don't need a man. Link car, EBT, SNAP, and all that. The Lord is going to do away with it, because it says in Isaiah that the Lord was going to take away all these things from these women. Salakia, we get that scripture too.
That's right. I got a scripture to get real quick. All right, you got Isaiah chapter 32, start at verse 9. Rise up, ye women at our ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. And just like the brother was going into with all the EBTs and Section 8 and all these government assisted programs coming to close, that word vintage goes into provisions. All right, it said that those things are going to fail, man. All those backup plans that the so-called black woman has in her pocket, all right, to fall back on when shit is getting rough. Oh yeah, I talked all that shit. I don't need no man, but I still got child support hitting his ass, and I still got my link card coming. So nigga, I'm always gonna eat. That's about to come to an end. All right.
Yep.
Gonna be a
I
lot
got a
of
precept for that too. You
stuff.
got Isaiah 32:10.
Yeah, that's what I just read.
Okay, the vengeance shall fail. Okay, come.
And then, well,
And you know, like I was saying, they're showing that they are an enemy. You know, they're following into like you said, they didn't get any type of economic like growth during their edification with Esau's institutions. All they got was hate for their own selves and hate for their man. You know what I'm saying? They didn't benefit from nothing. Bring it out.
that's right. This is what they got, man. You know, it says this is 1 Timothy 5:13. It says, and withal they learn to be idle wandering. It says they learn to be idle wandering about from house to house, and not only idle but tattlers. It says also busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. And this is pretty much what the woman's supposed to be. It says the Lord say, you know, a righteous woman. It says, I will therefore that the younger woman. It says, I will therefore that the younger woman marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasions to the adversary to speak reproachfully. If these women was following after these exact things, they wouldn't have any problems. Our women, because you got women out here in other nations that's doing these things, but it's just our women. It's the Israelite women. You know, if they're following after these customs, then it wouldn't be any problem. But because of this, right here it says 1 Timothy 5:15. It says, for some are already turned aside after Satan. They follow after the path of the adversary, man. Satan. They follow after the unrighteous way.
And that's what the brother brought in that order that the Lord brought. She stepped out of that order.
That's right.
That's her falling for Satan. You know what I'm saying? That order has got up out of the household, which we know the history on that, and it's causing the children to err, which is that scripture in Isaiah.
It's really causing everybody to err.
It's causing everybody.
She went astray from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, her stepping out of line from the beginning is why you got death in the land. You know, that's why we die. And I find it funny how in Isaiah, when it say the vengeance, when you go into vengeance, it say wine, and the scripture say there's going to be a cry for wine in the streets. So the Lord is going to be taking away all that the Section 8, all the goodies and shit, the wine. The wine is a representation of all the shit they like to get, man.
The infrastructure that was built for them.
There's going to be a cry for it. You had the Edomite woman on Instagram, and she was talking about how the fuck are you supposed to make it off a job? And I went to the grocery store, and I only got a few items, and the bag was light, and that shit came up to $70. You cannot make it like this, and I had to get rid of my truck to get a car. Forget.
All intelligence.
This place is fucking falling.
It was just a few months ago. All these women had an uproar about aborting their babies and shit. I forgot what the mayor was.
Roe versus
Wade.
Yeah, so yeah, all this shit is failing for them.
And they still standing on it. I done heard some stuff about the black woman saying if she's telling other black women, if you have a black child, abort it. Like they're very evil. They're wicked.
And they were laughing about it in the chat.
And they were laughing about how they like the humility of a
police
Edomite officer, so-called white, officer beating down Jake. You know what I'm saying? That turns them on. You know what I'm saying? And they laughing about it. And there's a group called divestors. These females are divestors, and they are just, man, it's just crazy. Like they hate us, man.
That's right. It's also a video floating around where she tell us a black woman saying,
That scripture
if you have a boy, to kill him. You just might as well just kill him. If it's a girl, let him live. But if it's a boy, kill him.
Yeah, that shows you how much they the enemy, man, and how much they hate the so-called black man and Hispanic man. There's no love for us,
But
man.
when we say that Eve is Esau's dog, that's exactly what we mean, right? That's the same spirit of all these other kings who ruled over Israel to come through and kill the sons off. Let the daughters live, but kill the son. Eve represents that same energy on this side.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. That
right.
Herod spirit in there, that
Yeah,
spirit of Egyptian Pharaoh
And
spirit.
then when you look to the so-called black woman, she's number one in witchcraft. and being witches, man.
And
So a lot of the women that you see that you dealing with, they at the club and shit, they're a bunch of fucking witches, man.
and number one in feminism, you know, the number one in all the wickedness.
All the
that you can
wickedness
get.
of the world.
I was going, when you were saying the enemy, Micah chapter 7 verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And what they say when she on some whole shit, she's for the streets. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. She's for the streets, man.
Live for the street, die for the street.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that's what she wants. She wants to have liberty, and that's what it said. Our daughter should not have liberty. You know, to gather abroad. That's not what she's supposed to be doing. If she wants liberty, she has to pay the cost.
That's right.
And the Lord has that coming. You know what I'm saying? And she's showing that she's our enemy, and we need to see it for what it is and get close to Yahweh Bahashim Mashiach Yahweh Shai. And don't get trapped up in it. Even the woman in your house. You know what I'm saying? Even the woman that's connected to you that you can't do away with. You have to keep, just like a boxer, you got to keep them, you know what I'm saying, use wisdom and keep them hands up. Keep your eyes up, keep your head up, see what, you know,
Circumspection.
It's that circumspection. And best thing ever, what's that, dominion? Having dominion over his own soul.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Have dominion. Where you
Rule
get that?
over your own spirit.
Rule over your own spirit. Find that, son. You know, rule over your own spirit, man. Because she will get you out your body.
That's right.
And you gotta not let her do that. We all been through that.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
And this is what the Lord cursed us with for going off from him, man. So everything that we're going through now, it's all because we fell away from the beginning. You know, I got a scripture, it's Amos 7:17. Oh, okay. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and daughters shall fall by the sword, and the land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land. Israel shall surely go into captivity of this land. All right, that's from us going astray from the Lord. The Lord said, listen, your wife gonna be a harlot. I'm gonna make your wife a harlot, man. All right, your sons and daughters are gonna fall by the sword, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're still under them curses until Yahweh Shah come and redeem. Starting with the elect. Come on.
Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
Yeah, so you know when you sit there, you got anything you want to break that down? Okay, so when you sit there and you're around the woman, her spirit is changes every day, man. Every day. So you can't let that woman get you out your body. And this is scripture in Proverbs, I think 30 or 31. It says, when the woman was talking to her son, King Lemuel, do not give thy strength unto a woman, which is the destroyer of kings. You know what I'm saying?
That was a woman who said that.
Yeah, a woman who said that. So it's like, man, you have to have dominion. It's hard. Oh my. It's gonna be hard in the future for us all.
Easier said than done.
Easier said than done. But that's part of that temptation. We ain't gonna just be tempted with sex. We're gonna be tempted on slapping the bitch up, slapping up.
You know, I mean,
You don't want to do it.
God, you can read the last part, Jacob.
A city that is broken down and without walls.
Con, you can start from the top. Sorry.
He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
That's right. You got a city that's broken down without walls. Anybody can come in.
Yeah, no
You know,
protection.
the walls are supposed to be a form of protection to not let anybody to come in. So it being broken down without walls, you can let all different type of spirits in.
That's right. You know, have the dominion over your own spirit is just pretty much
Let
letting
demons in.
anything, you know,
Anybody
any
can just
feelings
come
and,
through that
you
motherfucker,
know.
man.
Remember, she's the wicked vessel, not you. We are a strong tower in the Lord.
But,
You know,
That's
hey,
right.
but the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the wicked seduces the righteous. It's roughly paraphrasing, you know. So
That's right.
you can be seduced by the things that you know.
So you can
Yeah,
even be seduced
hands.
by a woman.
Yeah, you know.
You're seduced.
You
Even
going
though you in
on.
this truth and you walking, you walking in the spirit, but a woman can seduce you.
Con.
You know, a woman can say, well, I'm on my cycle, put it in the anus. And you being fucking weak and you just did some sodomy shit.
You know.
Yeah.
Con.
She be looking like,
Causing you to go the fuck off.
I gotta stop thinking with the dick,
Stop thinking in pleasure. That's all it is.
Pleasure and that lust. you know what I'm
Especially.
saying? Beauty is
Oh,
vain.
you so-
Favor is deceitful. Beauty is vain.
Con.
Bring it out. We ain't
This
going.
is and pretty much I'm bringing this up because this is pretty much what Jacob today. they seek out the woman pleasure, you know, seek out, and women only seek out the pleasure of themselves, you know. This scripture says this is 1 Timothy 5 and 6. It says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So you gonna follow after a woman that's living in pleasure, and you gonna be dead along with her.
She on her road to destruction, man. As long as this, I want to eat what I want to eat, drink what I want to drink, fuck who I want to fuck with.
No.
She's on her road to destruction
Yeah.
because she's living without fucking order, man.
Exactly.
She's supposed to be coming up after her man, but instead she's out just living in pleasure. Like, I'm doing whatever the fuck my heart tells me to do.
You know, leaning to her own.
There's a way to seem right to a man and a fucking woman.
That's right.
At the end thereof is death.
Then we talked on the phone. We was talking about how every damn woman you look on computer, they think they own some shit, like they own top, like they own the way. You know how when we was in the world and we was on our rap thing, like we on the way. Every woman thinks the way she got a naked shit, like she thinks she's finna be on Forbes and shit, on Van, you know, all that shit. They all think that they finna be that next Jada Waiter.
They use their body as a
And that's witchcraft.
Work.
That's that manifest spirit. You know
know?
what I'm saying? And they're gonna fall short, man. They're gonna fall super short, man.
That's right.
You know,
Making our bodies a living sacrifice to
Yeah.
the spirit. They making their bodies a what? A dead sacrifice. Pretty much. So they gonna become the sacrifice, man.
Sexual liberation has brought STD crisis. Those are demons. That's a plague. That's a pestilence.
That is an actual demon too.
Yeah, those are demons. You know what I'm saying? That's a pestilence, and you know. So it's like, man, that stuff. You know, that sexual liberation thing is bringing them to a halt, man. And they don't want to speak on it. And their vile affections, which is they dealing with woman on woman and stuff like that. Women are the highest in abuse. They're beating each other up. You know what I'm saying? They're submissive to each other, and the next thing you know, a bitch is beating that ass. A bitch is beating, you know what I'm saying?
That's the number
You
one
know,
domestic violence.
They're the
Types beating up
number
on
one,
bitches.
man. And it's always been. And women are tyrants. Women are, like I said, a woman is the beginning of death or evil. You know what I'm saying? My son has been a testimony of it. You know what I'm saying? His mother has been in a situation where she was had to go get a knife on a woman that she was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You remember?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I prayed to Yahweh, Bahashim Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, that I got my son with me so he won't be confused to see that, because that is nothing but confusion. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't want to ramble on, but that's a testimony, man. You know, that's a testimony for this young brother. You know,
That's right. So only a man can have testimony.
yeah.
Because we got testicles. So motherfuckers, women in Christian churches talking about, that's my testimony. You can't have a fucking testimony.
The Lord blessed you to see that, son. You know, the Lord blessed you to see that at a young age, to see what not to do, what not to fall in the place of. You know what I'm saying? Because that was not teaching you how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. It's fear Yahweh and keep His commandments as the whole duty of man. That was not in that environment. It's never going to be in that environment. You know what I'm saying? It's not there, and this is why we are all here. You know, some of us brothers are fatherless. Some of us brothers have fathers that, you know, can only teach us certain things, but not these scriptures. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So it's like, man, the you know, with Jeremiah, the woman have surpassed the man.
Yeah,
We are the result of that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
My bad.
Bring it out.
So this is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughters? Speaking of the Israelite women. It says, for the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. Yep, so that's a new thing. All right, this kind of stuff wasn't going on back then.
Definitely.
All right, and definitely how America is now. All right, the woman is set on a pedestal. All right, they worship this damn woman. All right, because they know she loves wickedness. As you said earlier, this devil know that the Israelite woman is full of his shit, man. You know, Eve is easily deceived, man. You know,
That's right. I got precept for you too.
Go ahead.
All right, it's the book of Joel, chapter 39, verse 17. Because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, neither have He imparted to her understanding. And that's exactly what the Heavenly Father did, man. The woman is the weaker vessel, okay? And the Lord has deprived them from the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Because the Lord is in the midst of men. All right, He's dealing with the man. He ain't dealing with no woman head on. You out there listening to these Facebook ass females who going live trying to teach you scriptures where they going the fuck off. But the scripture said a woman the Lord ain't set a woman up to teach. He set the man up to teach, man.
Learn from their husbands.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that a woman want to learn, she learn from her husband, man.
And kind of up from the verses, is that talking about the ostrich? Ostrich? Not having no
I can get that.
young ones? I don't know if that's the same one, because I believe that same type of element is in that scripture too. You know, because he deprived her of understanding. You know?
Yeah, the woman deprived from wisdom, man.
Yeah.
All right, so you can't be, dealing with these women thinking they smart. You know, these women think they smart. They got the smarts of this world. You know what I'm saying? Which is foolish with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
Scripture say the wisdom of this world is foolish. These women think because they got a PhD and goddamn it, they know mathematics and I'm in college that they getting some fucking work. You ain't getting no work because the Lord also said He's gonna destroy the wisdom of this world. And He gets through the Spirit using us to destroy it.
That's right. Even of this world, they teach at a young age like just women just so
So
much
smart.
smarter than men.
What-
Men
what-
just stupid. as
Yeah, what's the
fuck.
shit? Girls go to men go to
Type shit. Get more
You probably go
stupider.
to I don't know.
Girls go to college, get more knowledge. type
Men
shit.
go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Girls go to college to get more knowledge.
Yeah.
So you was raised to believe that the woman was always smarter than you for real.
Right.
And that make a lot of people docile. Like, I ain't gonna lie, she's smart.
Yep.
And then you attracted to women because they smart and shit. Because
Yeah.
you've been told you was fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
you
You be thinking, damn, I could probably learn from her because she was smart and shit.
No.
These women don't know shit, man.
And then and that's the curse of this world, because you'll have a woman be what she's supposed to be, like a secretary and this and that, but she'll be coming at you later on behind the scenes like, I do everything for you, but I told you to do that. That's what the scriptures say. That don't make me incapable of doing all of that. Why you taking that and using that? That's that they don't even know that's that feminism shit. That's that word worship.
You know?
You know
And
what I'm
then
saying?
they want to push equality when ain't nothing equal about a man, and a woman. You know, we hold the men hold more responsibility, man. We got more things to deal with. This world wasn't built for us. This infrastructure wasn't built for us. This was built around the woman and their pleasure. While in that time, men were going out doing things like war and of that such thing. So like,
I got a problem. You said.
you got.
Proverbs 9:13, a foolish woman is clamorous. Somebody look up the definition of clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. You know what I'm saying? She knows nothing. She's simple. And just loud and always talking crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Noisy, loud, vocal, rowdy, shouting, screaming, demanding.
Yeah.
There's a right line.
Don't you notice everywhere you go, a woman always want to hear her voice or want you to care about her opinion? They always want to they feel like they want to put their 2 cents in and that it matters. And don't even see that all their 2 cents is the reason this world is part of the reason why this world is fucked up.
Come on, I got a precept for you too.
Proverbs?
Yeah. 7?
Yeah.
Okay, well, brother, I'll let you bring it out. Because the scripture, as we looked at the clamorous, it says they're loud.
Proverbs 7:11. She is loud and stubborn.
The scripture says they are loud and stubborn, man. Somebody look up stubborn.
Her feet abide not in her
Her
house.
feet abide not in her house. When you look at our women, they not making sure they're in the house by a certain time before the sun go down as it should be. Because a woman should be supposed to dwell in the house, looking after the home, man. When you look at them, they not in the house. They 2, 3 in the morning at the fucking club.
And the scripture
Also-
said busybody.
Busy. Yeah, they busy.
Or on some sugar daddy's yacht.
Now she is without. Now in the streets
Mm-hmm.
and lieth in wait at every corner.
By the way at every corner.
This young brother got the definition of stubborn.
Stubborn, having or showing dire determination not to change one's attitude or position on something,
Not to change one's attitude, man.
especially in spite of good arguments or reasons to do so.
You see that?
What that sign language? What is need to be right? What is it? What is it? Damn. Sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and need to be right. You know what I'm saying? Even if you come with facts, she gonna hit you with shame. She gonna hit you with make you feel guilty, and she gonna have the need to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you always can tell when the woman disingenuous. You ask her a question, and she answer that shit with a question.
Yeah, that's just having me.
Or she got that beam in her eye.
Extra.
It's like, why did you do this and you did?
Why
It's
you
like,
doing what
well,
you
why
do?
the fuck you do what you do?
You know,
Right.
the fuck. all
Which
that
that's
extra
fucking
shit,
awful.
you know?
Women shouldn't be asking her fucking
And
questions.
it's called accountability deflection.
Right.
You know.
This is why, right?
Come.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 19. All wickedness is but a little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of the sinner fall upon her. And that's the woman right there.
Mhm.
You know, she feel like whatever she does, you know, it's not a big thing. You know?
The script, I get it.
That's the spirit. That's man. That's,
She said you wiping her mouth.
Come, I'm getting that right now.
and that's that accountability thing. She don't hold herself accountable.
You know, it says, let the portion of the sinner fall upon her. So at the end of the day, she's going to get destroyed for that shit.
That's right. This is Proverbs 30 and 20. It say, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness, man. All these women are a bunch of adulterers anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't did it with you, I'm sure they probably did it with the last few men or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, they're adulterers, man. So they go sleep with other men on you, being slick and shit like that.
Or women.
And then when they get caught up, they say, what? Well, I pretty much ain't do nothing wrong after all the wrong you done me.
They
You
blame
done gave
you.
me right. You know, they try to justify their wickedness with that shit, man. You put me through so much. Which is bullshit, man. All you trying to do is be the head of your household, man. But a wicked woman, the scripture say, plugging it down. So ain't nothing we can really do about it, man. All we gotta do is just try to be men of the Lord. And these women, they just do what they do, man.
That's right. This is Proverbs 14 and 1. It says, every wise woman, which ain't really too many wise women out here in today's time.
Right, every woman with some type of sense, man.
You know, it says every wise woman build for her house. You
That's
know,
right.
If we're going back into scripture we brought out before, you know how to build a house. You know, marry, don't seek anything of the adversary. You know, bear children, do the things that the Lord told them that they're supposed to do. You know, it says, but the foolish woman pluck it down with her hands, and you know, it's much foolish women out here because folly is set at the highest, you know, standard of all standards in the world. You know, foolishness is the new hip, is the new thing. So if foolishness at its peak, you know, ain't nothing but foolish women out here, and what's going on? They pluck their house down, you know, with their hands, with their works. You know, these women don't give a damn no more. These women feel like they independence.
I got a
You
precept
know,
for that too, bro.
I mean, you got it.
Yeah, like you said, they don't give a damn. They're shameless. They have no shame in their game. That's a worldly term.
That's true.
No shame in their game. You know, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Ecclesiastes chapter 26 and 25. That's why when a woman is acting like a woman, you're a woman. But when she's acting like a bitch and she's shameless, she's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's a bitch. You know,
They be knowing.
a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Right. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Okay? So, you know, she'll be wearing a dress. She won't be showing her body. She'll be in obedience to her husband. She won't be talking crazy, talking back. Utilizing her wicked privilege in this world is a shameless woman. She knows she can utilize that, like a white, like you call white privilege. It's the same type of thing. You know you can get away with lying on this brother. You know what I'm saying, Karen. Then it's a lot of sisters that's Karens. They know that they can utilize their wicked ass privileges in their queendom, and if they know that and they utilize it, they're bitches. You know what I'm saying? You know.
That's right.
They don't want you to gain power in this law, in this scriptures, man. You know.
They want
You know, they're shameless.
control. They want control.
I don't want no shameless woman around me.
That's right.
You know. Yeah, I pop them, but I don't want to be around you. I don't want you around me. You know, that's how we supposed to be.
That's right.
That's right.
You know, in that Isaiah 4:1, you know, they're gonna be knocking down our doors. You know,
Right.
and right now, brothers need to have that discipline and this and that. Woman, what do you have? What have you done for me?
That's right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
if a woman ain't adding on to you, man, it's just like, what the fuck is you tripping
What
about?
are you doing?
You tripping over a woman who's not adding on to your inheritance, man. She's doing nothing. You bringing all the ad. You becoming, and the scriptures say that many men have go out their wits for women. If you want to get that real quick, brother. And and have become servants for their sake, man.
Huh.
You becoming a servant for that woman, man. You serve her, you add on to her, man.
This brother
She should be adding on to you,
This
man.
brother serving women, man, and that's what brings them. That's why they say these simps is really like giving them
The
like,
simp spirit heavy, man.
heavy, man. Like, you know, that's why as many are called, few are chosen. It's a few men out there, and it's
That's
a
right.
bunch of these simps out there, man. And they're gonna be put to death too. I'm tired of it. That's why back in the day it was kind of easy to pop out and get in tune with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, whoa. But them simps, it's some top notch elite simps out there now. You know what I'm saying? They elite.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
We got the video of this light skinned nigga. He's sending Jake off. He making a video talking about some, hey man, cash out that woman, man. You ain't cashed out that woman all day. Yeah, man, you ain't saying nothing. Look, she don't want to hear your good morning. Nigga, cash out that, send that money through. Goofy ass niggas.
Simp
man.
ass niggas.
Goofy simp. I'm sure this nigga he probably don't even do this shit. He just sending Jake off,
Just send a Jake the fuck off.
being a fucking pussy beggar, man.
Yeah, he's a pander. He's
Pussy beggar, bro.
Pussy pander. Yeah, you know, we ain't got time for that shit, man. We need
For
the
real.
We need the kingdom, man.
For real. God, this book is.
You want that?
Yeah, come on, go ahead and bring that out and I'll bring this out.
So this is First Esdras chapter 4, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
It says, yea, many there be that have no, not that. Second, First Esdras chapter 4, verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sins.
That's right, run out their wits for women, man. All right, Jake do anything to try to please that woman and keep that woman, man. And then that shit leads you to your destruction, man. Because now you putting on that spirit of Adam, man. You chasing up behind a woman, man.
Uh-huh.
All right, you ain't supposed to be chasing up behind a woman. You know, and have what?
It says, and become servants for their
They have
sins.
become servants for their sake, which is completely out of order.
Mhm.
Because the word woman means servant. All right, the
We
word
mean
woman
little
means
woman.
servant. So a woman is supposed to be serving a man. It ain't the other way around.
Right. You know, you that mean you trying to then put yourself in.
You making
be a
yourself
woman.
feminine.
You know, feminine.
That's a feminine trait to run up behind a woman.
And that's the spirit
Scripture
of
say,
this world.
actually, I'm gonna grab it.
Happy life, happy wife. No, fuck no.
Mhm.
You know?
Happy man, happy land.
Yeah, there you go.
Verse 27, it says, many also have perished,
Uh-huh.
have erred,
That's
and
right.
sinned for women.
Many have perished and erred in sin, man. You know,
How many times have we seen that in this?
men be dying over women, man.
In our
Motherfuckers.
ghetto alone. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. And error also. You know, in sin. You know, they went back into the world, or you know, you just doing some off ass shit or whatever, just to get a woman back and shit or whatever. And shit.
Committed, I was about to say,
Yeah, committing adultery.
Yup. Women, that woman that caused a man to commit adultery.
Commit adultery, and that's death. Adultery is death, man.
That old fling, you want that old, she got a whole man, but you want that old fling, you want to feel that pussy again. Leave that
But yo,
pussy
you feel
alone.
like that woman is still your woman.
Come.
Even though she left and went on to another man,
Yeah.
that's still mine, so you feel like you can still hit it.
Yeah.
That shit off.
Leave that brother alone, man.
This, you know,
Leave that brother's woman alone. Man.
Let me get this, Salakia. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 14. It says, a silent and a loving woman is a gift of the Lord. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed, man.
That's right.
That's a blessing to have a woman that's, you know, silent and loving, man.
That's right.
Especially the days we live in now, because back then, the ancient days, they were all around. So that has become the new blessing, man, to have a woman that's quiet, you know, that listen, a mind well instructed, man, that she do everything you tell her to do through the spirit, you know. But brothers gonna get that, man. Brothers gonna get that. You just gotta be patient.
100-fold.
You know, if we go out here trying to chase and force the woman, yeah, the bitch ain't gonna do right anyway.
Not
But if the
genuine.
Lord gives it to you, it's a gift. Which is gonna be a gift in Jacob's trouble. The Lord gonna be sending the silent, the loving, the mind well instructed women, man. He gonna be sending them. Come on.
Are there women like that? Are there women like that here now?
You do have some women, a few.
Yeah.
You know, you got a few.
It's a remnant. It's a few aqua. Because when you look at Noah, when he was going through what he was going through, his wife and his sons' wives
Right.
So they're backing the.
Yeah, you got some elect women that came in their same lot and they're serving their husband and they're listening, doing what they got to
But at
do.
the same time, the Lord's gonna send them to certain brothers.
Right.
He ain't looking for them.
And some brothers got them now, you know.
Yeah.
Some brothers may have them now, but it's a small, it's small right now.
Because the scripture talk about the elect woman, am I right?
Come
You know, but we don't know who that is.
That's what you do now.
They good at acting, so don't get fooled.
we don't know if we got them now. They don't know. We don't know.
You know?
Yeah, so this is Proverbs chapter 7, verse 4. It says, "Say to wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman."
That's right.
You treat this truth as like your woman.
This is your woman.
Because you got a lot of Israelite groups, they come out, you know, they teach, hey, this thing supposed to be about happy family, happy wife, and all this shit. But these fucking women is fucking wicked.
That's
You
right.
know, you treat this truth, right? You call this truth your woman. Sophia. The understanding, man. You know? So I guess for the younger occupant that's coming to this truth, the hell with the woman. Don't put your all into it. It ain't about just getting a damn good woman and shit, man. You know, as the scripture said, hey, it's gonna roll in.
Yeah.
You know, in due time, you know, in due season, man. You know?
That's right. The scripture say, "Remember thy first love." Your first love wasn't no woman, man. It was just actually this truth, man.
That's right.
You know, that's why the Lord brought you back in that same light, gave you the knowledge of wisdom, understanding, man, through the Spirit. Remember that first love, man. It was just this truth. Treat this truth like your woman and not a side bitch. The woman that you actually have, she should be the side bitch.
Yep.
Through the Spirit. This is the woman. Go ahead.
Line that up. This is 1 Corinthians 7:29. It says, "But this I say, brethren, the time is short."
The time is short. We know with prophecy that the time is short, man. That the Lord about to start put the show on the road, man, with the Karab and everything, the digital dollar and shit.
Yep. It said, "It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none."
That's right. So brothers who do have wives, the scriptures say in your mind you have to be as you don't have one.
That's right.
You know, any moment these women gonna walk out on us, man.
Yeah, right.
You know, even though they may not have walked out now, but shit, when the time comes and the robbing motherfuckers hungry and bitches who ain't got faith, they gonna be like, fuck that. I'm taking the kids and we going to get some food, man.
Right.
If we gotta take the Karab or whatever the fuck, they might even take the kids, man.
Yep.
So you can't be in the spirit of the kids either.
Because if you're in this spirit, and all the shit she'll do won't, you know, affect you.
It won't affect
You'll
you,
be like,
man.
hey, the hell.
But if
I know
you,
this all.
yeah, kind of, if you coming down on you, bitch, you just gotta listen and just do what I tell you to do. You know, you gonna, and then when the time comes, you see she got wicked, she didn't want to get, now you all fucked up because you wasn't expecting her.
And at the end of the day, if your kids gonna make, the Lord got that. The Lord gonna find a way to protect. If your woman went all the way to Alaska, the Lord gonna find a way to protect your child.
And we brought that out earlier when we was
You know what
playing the
I'm saying?
game. The scripture say you keep your integrity, the Lord bless your children.
So it's like you could be over here, whoa, she done went off and took your
Right.
child way over there. She done got hit in the head with a bullet, but the Lord that had
Lord
something
protect
happen
you,
with your child and
That's right.
it's on the way to you. You don't even know it.
The Lord
You know
can
what I'm
put
saying?
a spirit of a heathen
Come.
to grab your child and, you know,
Yeah, and have it in good
and say
care.
and have it in good hands,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? So,
But if you keep that integrity, we brought that out earlier.
Yeah, keep that
And the
faith
Lord will
in the
bless your
Lord, you know
children.
what I'm
Look
saying?
at Job, man. He hold his integrity and the Lord gave it back to him. So even if on this side we don't get them back, in the kingdom you get them back 100-fold. You know what I'm saying?
and that goes to brothers that I ain't recommending brothers go shoot the club up when get a woman pregnant.
No, you can't do that either because you know if it happened, it happened.
It happened,
But
it
the
happened.
scripture say don't have children in this place.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. If it does happen, that's what I'm saying. You
Right.
can't be doing that. You
Right.
better have some faith. Because you didn't knock on some.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
done made it some
Right.
rough. You done made yourself some
Right.
rough
And
shit.
if you did slip, it should encourage you to go harder in the spirit.
It should. Yeah.
You know, finish that scripture out.
What was it? 1 Corinthians.
Yeah, just read that last part. I think it was more.
It says, "It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none."
That's right. You know what I'm saying? And somebody can get seeking out a wife, man. You know, seeking out a wife, man. Don't be seeking out for these women, man. You know these women ain't shit. You know, if you lose a woman, it's not smart to go out and try to seek another one, man. The Lord might have took her because it might be time for you to be womanless, man. So you can receive more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Because the Lord strip you from a woman also. He'll take her away.
Is that in Corinthians?
Kind of believe so, yeah.
Okay. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 27. I'm gonna start. Art thou bound unto a wife?
That's
Question
right.
mark.
Are thou bound unto a wife? Do you have a wife?
Yep. Seek not to be loosed.
Right.
art thou loose from a wife?
That's right. So you don't seek not to be loose. You don't just put her away. You know what I'm saying? Because you had a woman, and you don't just put her away because they got fucking. You know.
Yeah.
Only if she being a demon and she out of order and she caused you to go off.
The good one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seek not to be loose. That's for the good ones. Shit.
Seek not a wife, but be if thou marry, thou hast not sinned, and if a virgin marry, she have not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. And what is a virgin? A virgin is not a woman that never had sex before. You know what I'm saying? It's a young woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what a virgin is. Just to edify.
That's right. We dealing with women who had men before us.
Yeah.
You know, so technically they're not our wives, man.
Yeah.
They didn't have the first nigga came and popped her, another nigga came and popped her, and from the time she was 13 to 14, now she's 28, 29, she done dealt with over 100 men.
Mm-hmm.
So she's technically a prostitute, man. You know?
That's right.
And the scriptures say you can deal with prostitutes. You know, we say that for another lesson.
Yeah, you know,
Like
our forefather Judas. You know what I'm saying? You know, he when he got it in. You know what I'm saying? That's
I
what it is.
forgot who else the Lord told to go get a prostitute and had kids. They had kids with her. You know? Yeah, that probably about that.
Alright, so with that, we don't give all praises
Until your
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makakadash.
Alright, double honors to Apostle Elders, Great Millstone. Till next time, I give shalom.
Shalom.